Melita Vrsaljko. I'm so happy to host you for this Press Talks podcast, the EFJ podcast, in particular circumstances because we are at the Voices Festival in Zagreb. So amazing to meet you here.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm also very happy to be here at Voices Festival. It's a great opportunity to meet you and all of your colleagues and other journalists from other European countries.
So we will discuss what happened in July. I still remember when I called you actually because you're working for Factograph, and I read this article stating that you have been physically assaulted twice in 2 days while you were reporting on the landfill. And I mean, I will let you come back on the stories if you feel to do it, and I will then ask you some questions.
Okay, it happened half a year ago, and in July 2024. Yes, it was something which is very, it's a very big trauma for me, and every time I talk about it, it's actually kind of a re-traumatization, but I'm kind of used to it, so yes, I will repeat it again. So it happened twice. First day I was attacked by a drunk man in my village while I was trying to record illegal waste dump, and the second day his daughter came to my door at my home, and she started she physically attacked me, and she asked me to erase all the video records I have of her father, of her illegal dump waste, and she also tried to make me apologize to him, and she was very violent. She started suffocating me, and she also, I found out later, she was training box. So yeah, somehow I gave some resilience and called the police. So she didn't succeed in her intentions, but yes, and the police came, and they decided not to put felony charges.
Yes, we will come back on that because you have been injured. I mean, psychologically first because, as you said, it's a trauma, but you still have scars and...
Yeah, I do still have some scars, but for me, much painful are those scars in my head because still 6-7 months after that event, I still don't feel safe in my own house, and let's say that even though I received a huge amount of support from you, from my colleagues in Croatia,
the Media Freedom Rapid Response and our strong affiliates in Croatia.
Yes, and although I received all that support, somehow at the end of the day you are still alone in your village, and if something happens to you, no one will be there for you at that moment to protect you. So
Yeah,
I do have all that support, I still don't feel safe, you know.
yes. I just want to come back on something because at the time we were advocating, of course, to condemn the attacks and to urge authorities to sanction the attacks as criminal offenses, which hasn't been the case. We will come back on that. There were some statements saying that it was a family affair, that it was not against your work or it was not part of an attack as against a journalist because the attackers were sharing the same last name than you. Can you clarify on that? I think it's important because it was an attack against you and on press freedom.
Yes, my attackers, they do have the same last name, surname as I, but in my village, like 70% of the people have the same surname, but we are not like all of us are not close. We are not like relatives. Relatives. Sorry, and like we are some kind of distant relatives. So basically, if we look into our family tree, we are so far away that practically we can marry each other. So it's not a family thing because I didn't know that people before. I never spoke with them before, and we didn't have any contact. Yeah, my attackers, they are actually very known in my local community because the son of the attacker and the brother of the woman who attacked me the day after, he's actually a local politician and very powerful one, and very connected to the police, he's very connected to the local institutions and so on. And I'm not saying that. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. No, no, yeah, yeah. I'm struggling with the mic because it's a bit. This is a heavy mic, so sorry if I'm wearing it in a weird way. Do you think because so the Media Freedom Rapid Response, we've done these fact-finding missions to Croatia, and actually we mentioned your case when looking at the kind of increasing of violence, because it's not something that we monitored a lot on the platform, at least, violence, assaults against journalists in Croatia. And we have, at the time I'm speaking, we have quite a few since your case. And we had meetings with a range of stakeholders, including Croatian government ministries, of course, journalist associations. And we found out that actually they didn't consider what happened to you as criminal offenses, and they failed to, so they couldn't apply then the safety protocols that we have in Croatia to prosecute crimes against journalists, criminal offenses. And do you think that the fact that the attacker is a powerful figure, a famous figure, also played in the fact that we didn't consider what happened to you as criminal offenses? Is it something possible, you think?
I don't. Yeah, if you want, I can hold it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do it from the beginning. I'm sorry. Well, I won't put that label on it like at first, but I can speak from my experience that when I observe all kinds of different cases in my local community, often people who are connected to the politics are like protected. So maybe it also happened in my case, but yeah, maybe, I don't know. What was the...
What are the updates right now regarding the case? What's the update, the outcome right now? Is there any prosecution, or if you can just tell us a bit more about your situation?
Yeah. So in this moment, the Office of State Attorney is doing an investigation, and that's all I can say. What will come out of that investigation, I don't know. So it can last for a year, for 2 years. I really don't know what to say. I hope it will be done soon, and I hope I will able to find what is the outcome of all of that situation after all soon. Yeah.
Thank you. Just a very last question. We have identified gender-based violence. Are you on a daily basis threatened? Could be also online harassment or for doing your job, especially as a woman journalist?
Well, there is, in Croatia, journalists are very often verbally attacked. So I did experience that, and I also experienced my pictures being shared online with all kinds of disgusting comments in the posts and so on. Sometimes I do feel when I speak with the people in order to do my story that sometimes they look at me like, okay, you're a woman, and they don't see me as serious as they would see some men, unfortunately, and that it's something that is happening to most of my female colleagues, because I talked about that topic with them, and everyone experienced that. So me and my colleagues, we did receive a lot of threats online, Most of them happened in the pandemic, and unfortunately, we are kind of getting used to it. So yeah.
We should never get used to a threat, and that's why it's important to report so we can then try to provide as much support as we can. But yeah, thank you a lot, Melita. I know it's a bit complicated for you to come back on the story, so thank you for sharing it. And also, if it can help journalists facing, I hope not, but there's so much happening, and if it can help a bit journalists that are in the same situation than you, also it's good. So, thank you, thank you. And it's the end of this Press Talks episode at Voices Festival, and many else to come. Thank you.